We're going to be moving around today. Everything you do is optional. Be sure that you have space. So, for example, I have, this thing's making a buzzing sound. I want it to stop. I have a furniture behind me. So I just need to be mindful when I'm working that I don't bump into the furniture. I also have a beautiful puppy. Well, it's actually a full-grown dog, but I need to be sure I don't step on her during practice, but she likes to be close to me, so that's her place to hang out. So in your space, be sure you're not gonna bump into anything, not step on any kids or any animals or hurt yourself, anything like that. Obviously, when we're in the centers together, I'm able to help assist in the environment. At home, it's 100% on you. And so, yay, we still get to come together even though things are kind of opening. We don't right now have any dates for our live in-person classes. There has been talk that when they do eventually resume, we're probably going to do dual. We'll see how that turns out. I'm planning to stay home for a while, so I'm really glad to be here from my living room. Yesterday I was in the Blue Diamond Wellness Center, and I might be another day this week. We'll see. So let's start by sitting nice and tall. Let's go ahead and bring, excuse me, making all kinds of noise over here. Go ahead and just bring our fingertips to the floor. I like to put mine on the floor out to the side because it allows my neck to stay nice and tall. Sometimes it's nice to put your hands down in front of you and kind of look around. Wherever you decide to place your hands, what we're doing is we're connecting with the earth energy. So let's go ahead and look up at the four corners of our room. If you're at home, your room, like mine, has more than four corners. It goes like this. So take notice of what it is. The purpose of looking around is to be sure that we know where we're at. That in trauma recovery yoga, we want everything to be predictable. Sometimes when we've experienced trauma, it's easy to get like relit up or for those things to come back up in the mind. So there's these things that we do. Sometimes they seem quirky or a little bit strange, or sometimes they just become normal if you've been coming for a while. And there's science behind everything we do in this class, and I'm really happy to be able to bring this to you today. Some of the things that are different about this class is we don't play music, although for licensing purposes, I have not been playing music in any of my Zoom classes, because I want to be sure I'm in highest integrity personally, even though I've gotten different information. But in trauma recovery, even in person, we don't do any music. I don't do any hands-on assist. I don't walk around you. All these things kind of self-take care of themselves in the Zoom machine platform. But these are some things that eventually when classes do resume, or if you do take trauma recovery yoga classes with another instructor, these are things that should be consistent from teacher to teacher. At the end of class, if we were in person, I have an oil and I keep it right here because it smells so nice. And I would give an option to put this on you guys on your shoulders during relaxation. If you have oils and you know oils that are safe for your skin, that you like and you want to use, I do encourage them. Smelling the oils at the end of a class can help to reprogram our minds and help to clear or reassociate some of our traumas. So it's kind of a nice treat. Unfortunately, that's not really available in this format. But it is if you think about it for next week, or if you have something, if you have your video off, I won't even know you ran away, or to refill your water or get your oil. So with our hands on the floor, let's close our eyes if you want to. You can also just look down at the floor in front of you. And we're going to begin to follow the breath moving in and out of our body, breathing in and out through our nose as best possible. If at any time you are unable to breathe through your nose, maybe you're congested or anything like that, just breathe by any means necessary. So we're feeling this connection with the earth energy, allowing our gaze to be soft, whether the eyes are opened or closed. Feeling ourselves begin to relax, knowing that we have arrived where we are, and reminding ourselves that we can participate in every move or none of the moves. If you just sit here and breathe with me, that is perfect. Completely acceptable and welcome, invited. So we're going to work on our 3-part breath. It's called 3 parts because we breathe into the belly first. As we continue to breathe, the rib cage expands, and finally the chest lifts. So you can bring your hands to your knees. Facing down symbolizes grounding or connecting. You can face them up to gain energy. I like to invite you guys to place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. This gives us that tactile awareness of what part of our body is moving. The hand on the heart represents self-love. The hand on the belly represents self-empowerment. So all of these hands positions have meaning. You choose the meaning that you want to connect with today. So again, softening the eyes, whether they're open or closed, relaxing the belly, breathing into the belly first. Let the belly get really big. Take that breath, moving it up the spine. Feel the ribs begin to expand. Finally, feel the chest or the heart center right below the collarbones. Feel that lift at the end of the inhalation. The exhalation starts from the top, the center, and finally use your abdominal muscles to press the rest of the breath out, completely emptying the lungs. So we'll continue breathing into the belly, moving the breath up the spine, all the way up into the upper hand, if your hand is there, or till you feel the upper part of the chest lift. Exhale from the top, the center, using the abdominal muscles to press the rest of the breath out. When you feel like all the breath is out, let out a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and then begin your inhalation. Oftentimes we think that to breathe in, we got to puff up and get bigger, bigger, take more breath in. But what we don't realize is most of us are in the habit of breathing inefficiently. And we can't actually take in a fresh breath until we've let all the old breath out. So if you think about having a cup of old water, you can fill it up with new water, but it's still going to be a little stale until you empty the glass completely and fill it up. All right, let's do 2 more rounds of this. Belly, coming all the way up into the chest. And exhaling, the last piece is to pull the belly in. And 1 more on your own. Let's call in the mantra. I am breathing in on the inhale. I am breathing out on the exhale. And return your hands to wherever feels comfortable. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. We'll begin to inhale as we pull the head back. We're doing neck rolls here. So we're going to exhale as the head comes forward. Inhale as the head comes back. So your neck rolls will be as big or as small as feel good for your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Having that awareness that one side might feel a little bit more stiff, maybe a little bit more crickly. Creaky? How about that word, creaky? I like to make up my own words. Somehow I think the people in my presence know what I mean. And let's go ahead and switch directions. We still inhale as we come back. Exhale as we go forward. Moving with our breath. Inhale back. And exhale forward. And continue. Be aware of what's coming into the mind and using the mantra, I am breathing in, I am breathing out as an anchor point. Take a deep breath in as you come back to center. Let's go ahead and squeeze the muscles of the pelvic floor. That's rectum and sex organs, whether you're boy or girl. Pulling the belly button in and up towards the spine. Give it a gentle squeeze. And we're going to hold that squeeze for a moment. And what you may begin to notice is heat building in the lower part of the body. So this is our centeredness. This is where our strength comes from as we move through our postures. So not necessarily this muscle exclusively, but this muscle naturally engages, or we can consciously engage it throughout our practice. Go ahead and release. We're going to take our right hand to the floor, press the hand in the floor, left hand faces the ear, inhale all the way up. So we're pressing and reaching. Allow that shoulder to come down while the arm stays extended. Take one more breath in to lengthen. Exhale, we're going to go ahead and walk those fingers out. Keep both hips on the floor. As you inhale, gently open your heart up towards that elbow. Exhale, continue to reach. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to extend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we're just going to switch sides. Left hand on the floor, right hand faces to the ear to have correct orientation, and then inhale straight up. Same thing here, allow that shoulder blade to drop down, but the hand is still reaching. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, walk those other fingers out. Keep both hips on the floor. Inhale as you turn gently. It's a very mild twist. Breathing in. Take a couple breaths here. Breathe in, see if you can reach a little bit more. Breathe out. Maybe you notice the pose changing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Let's do both arms together here. Inhaling, both hands together. Clasps all but the first finger. Exhale, one way, doesn't matter. Inhale, center. Exhale, other way. Inhale, back the first way. Inhale, exhale, other side. Inhale up, make a beautiful rainbow as you return your hands to the floor. We'll begin a gentle twist here. So let's take the right hand behind us, left hand on the right knee. Take a deep breath in, inhale, tuck your chin, lengthen the spine. Give a gentle squeeze of that pelvic floor muscle now that we know where it is. Exhale, twist from the rib cage. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out to twist. In to lengthen. Exhale. Today on our next inhale, we're going to allow the body to return. Exhale, let us go the other direction. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to release. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Think about wringing the tensions out of your body. Inhale, let yourself return. Let's give a little fold, just a little bow to yourself for showing up today. Let's go ahead and however you have the legs crossed, cross them the other way. And let's do the same thing again. Just folding forward. You'll feel this in your other hip. Inhale up. Let's go ahead and come on to our hands and knees. Grab water at any time. I find when I teach this class, I drink more water than any other class. All right, so a couple of options here. You choose the one that's good for you. You can stay sitting on the heels. We're going to do some side crunches. You can also come on to the hands and knees. So whichever one feels appropriate to you. Let's take a deep breath in as we extend our neck nice and long. Exhale, let's go ahead and crunch to our left. Let's take a breath in here. Exhale, inhale back to center. So think of all the organs in the abdomen being filled up with fresh blood. Let's exhale the other direction, squeezing that out, inviting a natural detoxification. Breathe in, feel it get tight. Breathe out, feel it release. Inhale back to center. Let's come back the first way, just with one crunch. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other direction. Inhale back to center. In trauma recovery yoga, we call this next pose bird dog. Let's take the right hand up, left leg back. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. If you need an option here, you can take the toe to the floor. You can take the fingertips to the floor. I recommend trying the version of the posture that feels the most challenging for you. Let's squeeze the muscles of the pelvic floor and see how that helps to support the core of the body. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, gently release both. Now we're going to be left hand, right leg. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Remembering your option is a toe on the floor, a hand on the floor, or any version thereof. So we're all going to arrive today with different things in our body. We're arriving with different bodies. So breathe into wherever you feel it. Modify it or change it or supplement it as you need to, including doing something that's even more challenging if you feel called to. One more breath in here. Exhale, return. Let's go ahead and take our knees nice and wide. Just give a little bow, a little back stretch. And let's come onto the hands and knees. Let's curl our toes under. In this class, we use a lot of affirmations, and we call this rocking our I ams. So every time we're in downward facing dog in this class, we're going to come up with some affirmations. We'll do some together, and you'll have an opportunity to do some on your own. So while you're in your dog, allow your shoulder blades to widen. You can bend your knees, or you can try to bring the heels to the floor. You can alternate the heels, whatever feels good to you. Let's take a few breaths here. And let's add a, I am beautiful. I am amazing. I am brave. I am willing to try new things. I am healthy. Take a deep breath in, add your own I am, I am, I am. Go ahead and walk to your hands or take your hands to your feet, walking back so you come to fold. Both work, bend the knees, roll it one vertebra at a time. Our head will be the very last thing to come up. And when you do get to the top, let's go ahead and roll our shoulders back. Beautiful. I'm just going to make a little wardrobe adjustment here. Sometimes, you know, I don't want wardrobe malfunction. Let's go ahead and make our way to the front of our mat. The purpose of starting as the front is that we can step back. I'm sideways. I think it's, well, first of all, because of the size of my house, that kind of has to work that way. But it also allows you to see me from a side view. You be in whatever version of the posture or direction orientation that you need to be. I do recommend, as best possible, to try to be so you don't have to turn your neck in some wonky angle to look at me. So you may, if you're not already set up this way, you may be best facing me so that you can just look up rather than looking sideways. It's going to do something different to the neck. So just something to be mindful of. Your body, your practice. Let's start at the front of our mat. We're going to begin half salutations. Let's go ahead and look down at the feet, lift the toes up, and release them down. Lift them up again, release them down. Feel what we call those four corners of our feet on the floor, and let's go ahead and stand up nice and tall. Press those feet into the floor, and notice how the body naturally wants to rebound up. Let's go ahead and open the heart. Let the hands face forward. Eyes can be open or closed, your preference. Hands at the heart center. Feel that collaboration between the left and right brain when we coordinate the two sides of our bodies to connect. Inhale, we're going to reach all the way up, look up. Exhale, firm your thighs. Maybe you contract your muscle of your pelvic floor. Fold forward as you exhale. On your next breath in, look up, come into flat back. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, as you soften the knees, reach all the way up. Hands connect back to the heart. We're going to do this 2 more times. Breathing in as you reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale as you lengthen, raise up. Exhale as you fold deeper. Inhale, soften the knees, reach up, palms connect together, back to the heart. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reaching, connecting, returning, pausing. We're going to begin Surya Namaskar Series A. Surya Namaskar is Sanskrit for sun salutation. It's a beautiful way to honor and recognize our day. And I'm so lucky because I get to look out this beautiful window. I have the desert out in front of me. I live in a different valley besides the Vegas Valley, but I'm still in Nevada. So it's beautiful here. Grateful to be here. Whatever you're looking at, you can pull in the earth energy just by breathing in through your feet. I know that sounds crazy, but our feet are connected to the floor, even though my probably made in, actually I think my mat is made in the USA, but some of us are going to have Chinese mats along with some floor. I'm pretty sure my floor comes from China and the concrete and so on. So whatever it is, that energy, that earth energy comes through our bodies, through the floor, through the feet. That's why also it's best to practice with your shoes off, or excuse me, your socks, well, your shoes off too, but your socks off, because our feet can better connect with the energy, the meridian points in the feet. Also, it's safer. All right, here we go. Surya Namaskar, Series A. Inhale as we reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to plank pose. From here, we have a couple of options. You can drop your knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga if you know what that is. Inhale, plank pose, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, we're going to press up and back to downward facing dog. Here we are in our down dog, ready to rock our I ams. I am courageous. I am kind. I am playful. I am worthy. I am lovable. Let's add your own I am in. Take a deep breath in. I am. I am. Let's go ahead and walk, step, or jump forward into a fold. Inhale as you reach all the way up, palms connect, back to the heart, pausing for a moment. Let's go again. Inhale as we reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale, walk, step, or jump back. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, back to our downward facing dog. Here we go, another opportunity to recognize the amazingness that exists within us. And if you're in any way feeling challenged to recognize that amazingness right now, please know that anything that you desire to be is what you already are. So I am grateful. I am a warrior god or goddess. I am strong. I am humble. I am forgiving. I am willing to learn when I err. Take another deep breath in. Add your own I am here. I am. I am. Go ahead and look in between the hands. Walk, step, or jump forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale as you reach all the way up. Palms connect together. And back to the heart, pausing. I'm going to grab a sip of water. All right, we're going to move into Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation C, or excuse me, B, which is a slight variation, but let us go together. Starting at the front of our mat so that when we step or jump back, we're still on our mat. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, fold. I totally messed that one up, so we're going to do half salutation. Inhale, up. Exhale, deeper. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way together, back to the heart. Because in Surya Namaskar B, we actually start into chair pose. So let's go ahead and start with our hands down by the side. Take a deep breath in, come into chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here are our I ams. I am fierce. I am flexible. I am caring. I am sweet as pie. I am considerate. I am, let's take your own, add your own in here. Take a deep breath in. I am. I am passionate. That's what I want to add in. All right, let's go ahead and take our left leg up to the sky. Maybe you bend the knee and add a little twist in here. Exhale, we're going to take that foot in between the hands, taking the right knee and top of the foot to the floor. On your next breath in, press this foot into the floor. The body's going to rebound up. Let's take a breath here. Let's go ahead and drop our hands down by our side and imagine you're gathering up a beautiful ball of energy, maybe a balloon or a lantern, and visualize that balloon and lantern. Bring it up to the sky. And I'm going to hand you a pretend biodegradable marker. or writing instrument of your choice. And what we're going to do is write on our balloon or lantern or ball of energy, whatever it is we want to release. It can be very specific. It can just be mentally projecting into it. It can just be, I release that which doesn't serve me. I kind of think of that as a catch-all. So put whatever it is, whether you know what you want to release or whether you're just visualizing it, whatever you no longer need, put it into the balloon. Let's take a deep breath in as we offer that up to the sky. Exhale, open the arms, releasing the balloon, watching it ascend up to the sky till you can't see it anymore and it is gone. Prayers are answered. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, gently bring the hands to the floor. Curl the back toe under, press through the back leg. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, we're going to come to plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, shoulders back. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. I am peace. I am passionate. I am kind. I am generous. I am bliss. Add your own I am here. I am. Let's take the right leg this time. Go ahead to extend it up, three-legged dog. Maybe you bend the knee. Maybe you look under the arm. Breathe into the side body. As you exhale, step that leg in between the hands. If it takes a couple steps to get there, that's fine. Drop the left knee, top of the foot to the floor. Press this front leg into the floor to rebound the body up. Let's take a breath here. Again, let's go ahead and gather up a ball of energy, a balloon, a lantern. Visualize a color. Maybe there's a picture in it. And again, I hand you this beautiful biodegradable marker because that's important for my balloon. And go ahead and write what you're calling in. Peace, love, hope. Maybe it's something specific. Maybe it's I call in that which does serve me. So you can write it out literally with your hand. You can mentally project it in your mind's eye. Let's take a deep breath in. Go ahead and offer that balloon up to the sky. Exhale, release it. Watch it ascending all the way out. It's so small, you can barely see it, and now it disappears right to the source. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Curl the back toes under. We're going to step forward, fold forward. Let's soften the knees. Let the upper body hang and be heavy. We're going to roll up one vertebra at a time. Our head will be the last thing to come up. Keep breathing. Every inhalation helps to stretch the back, creating space between the vertebrae, creating a healthy and happy spine. When you eventually get to the top, let's roll the shoulders back. I'm grabbing a sip of water, and we're going to make our way onto our bottom for our boat pose. Boat pose in trauma recovery yoga gives us the opportunity to induce a trembling in the body. And when we're able to get our psoas muscle to tremble, it releases deep tension and trauma in our bodies, whether or not we know what it is. So let us come back and do our best. There are lots and lots of options here. You want to do the option that where your body is beginning to tremble. If it gets to be too much, that's fine. So let's start by sitting nice and tall. Place the hands under the knees. Just begin to lean back. So if you're to lean back and maybe you can let go and you're feeling your core, you can maybe even touch your belly if you're able to. And beneath the layer of fat, because we all have it, then you maybe feel the firmness there. So let's go ahead and lean back a little bit more. Maybe you can take a foot off the floor, maybe both feet. Maybe you can extend the arms. Let's go ahead and count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale as you come up. We do our boat 3 times because why do it once? And we could do it 3 times. Yeah. So let us go ahead and come back. Feet flat on the floor, hands under the knees. Let the neck be nice and long. Let's go ahead and begin to lean back. Your version of the posture. Feet can be on the floor, feet can be all the way up. Sometimes I joke with you guys about rowing your boat. My boat does not want to be rowed today. It can, but it does not. So if you are staring at me in closeness, I don't know if you can see, but I'm beginning to tremble, like my muscles are doing the work. So I know I'm releasing a lot here. One more breath in, 3, 2, 1. Cross your legs the other way. Sit up, fold forward, honor. And inhale. Let's see what we can do. Maybe you want to push yourself a little bit harder. Maybe you want to go deeper. Maybe you're like, I did my hardest the first time and you want to be a little bit more gentle. Your practice, your choice. Feet flat on the floor, hands under the knees. Neck elongated, chin tucked a little bit. Maybe you squeeze the muscles of the pelvic floor. Begin to lean back. Take the legs up. Maybe you have a really long version of your posture this time. Breathe. Do it until you feel the trembling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Yeah. All right, let's come on to the hands and knees. We're going to do high plank, low plank, and then we'll get into child's pose and relax. All right, here we are. Coming into our high plank. Start on hands and knees. Curl the toes under. If I didn't already give you, I want to give you the option if having your wrist at this angle isn't working, you can also come onto the fist. You also can roll your mat up, and put the heel of the hand on the mat, which will create a wedge for the hand. So if the wrists don't come directly at a 90-degree angle for whatever reason, that's an option for you. So in our plank pose, you can also do a sort of variation of plank with your knees on the floor. This makes everything accessible to everyone. If you can take the knees off the floor, this is a beautiful way to strengthen our core. Squeeze the muscles of the pelvic floor. Allow yourself to be light, right? So we're not bouncing here, but there's a little bit of give if you need it. Keep the breath nice and strong, not holding the breath. 3, 2, 1. If you're able, let's bring the forearms to the floor. Hold your plank in whatever version you were. Elbows should be under the shoulders, nice and wide. Look up if you can. Another few breaths. 3, 2, 1. Peel yourself to the floor. Ah. Make a little pillow for your head. Turn your head to one side if you want. And allow yourself to rest here. Feeling yourself supported by the floor in front of you. On the next breath in, bring your head to center. Turn your head the other way if you have your head turned to the side. This will help even this very subtle and gentle stretch in the neck. For those of you that know me, know my head doesn't turn very well because there's some, I like to call it Home Depot hardware in my neck. So I am modifying, choosing the option that's best for me. All right, come back to center. Inhale, we're gonna lift ourselves up. Exhale, child's pose. So maybe you choose to widen the knees. The hands could be out in front. The hands can be down by the side. Your version of the posture. We'll be here for a few breaths. Breathing into the low back. Maybe you feel a beautiful, gentle warmth wherever you feel tightness in your body, inviting you to release any remaining tension. Let's bring our hands out in front of us. On your next inhale, begin to roll up nice and slow, taking your time to come up. And when you're ready, let us together come onto our backs for meditation shavasana. Yay! It's the simple things for me. So we're going to go ahead and lay down on our backs. And allow your body to relax. So maybe you keep your knees bent. Maybe you gently walk the legs straight. If you're at home and you have a pillow nearby, you can always put a pillow underneath the knees or the head if you need it. Allow your legs to gently open. Let the palms be open, arms out by the side. Maybe a little away from the body, depending on what your body needs. And we're going to scan through our body with our relaxation flashlight. So imagine not only are you your body, but you're also the observer outside of your body with a special magical relaxation flashlight. We're going to scan the entire body, and as you shine the light on different parts of the body begins to relax and soften. So we can shine the light at the top of our head, feeling the muscles on the top of the head just begin to soften. Let's shine that light across our forehead, releasing any lines of wisdom, and across our eyes, inviting yourself to close your eyes if that feels comfortable, and to keep them open yet relaxed if that's the choice you want to make today. Let's shine that flashlight across our cheeks and our nose and our lips and our jaw. And imagine that light shines in your mouth and you feel the tongue get really wide, relaxing the tongue and the throat. It's connected. Let's shine the light on the front side of our neck, on the back side of the neck, and maybe onto the right ear and the left ear. Let's shine that light on the left shoulder and slide that light down the arm all the way to the fingertips, relaxing all the muscles in the left arm. And let us shine that light on the right shoulder and slide that light down the entire arm all the way to the fingertips, allowing everything to be soft and gentle and relaxed. And let's shine that light across the chest, scanning back and forth, moving across the abdomen, softening the belly. And visualize that light shining through the body, relaxing all the organs, helping all the organs to function at their highest capacity for digestion, circulation, and detoxification. Let's shine that light on the back side of our body. Imagine it running up and down the spine and on all the muscles to the left and the right of the spine. Inviting everything to just be heavy. Think of a melting popsicle in summer. Boy, do we have summer today. And then shine that light across the hips. And let's go down the left leg to the knee, to the ankle, to the toes. Shining that light on front and back side. Then moving over to our right leg, shining that light from the hip to the knee, to the ankle, foot. Shining it on the back side. And then on your own, scan your own body from head to toe. And anywhere that feels like it's still gripping, you feel a little bit of tightness. Maybe you're not quite ready to release all the way. That's okay. We haven't been here for very long. It takes about 20 minutes for the body to really, really get heavy, to really, really be still. So we're just gently scanning again. And if you find a spot that still feels, a little tight, just take the breath there. Take the breath into that space, feel that subtle expansion on the inhale. And visualize a melting, a softening on the exhale. And if it doesn't fix it right away, do a few breaths there. Breathing in and out through the nose. Just setting the intention for the body to release. And again, scanning from head to heart, to fingertips, to heart, to toes, and back to heart. Where can you let go? I am beautiful. I am bountiful. I am blissful. I am wise. I am caring. And I am capable. Let's take a deep breath in. Begin wiggling the fingers and toes. Gently turning the head from side to side. Give yourself a nice morning stretch, whatever that means to you. And let us pull the knees into the chest. We're going to make circles with the knees going in one direction. Let's reverse that direction, going the other way. And take your arms out to the side like a T. Palms are going to face up. We're going to drop both knees to the right as we look over the left shoulder, giving a gentle twist, helping to release anything remaining in the body, helping to wake up the spine. The Shavasana is never long enough. But you can return there tonight on your way to bed, going through the same practice of releasing. Inhale as you come back to center. Let's go ahead and drop the knees the other way, looking over the other shoulder. Breathing long and deep here. Feeling that gentle release, that twist. Letting go of anything else that's happening. Let's inhale to come back to center. And your choice, you can roll onto one side to come up, or you can rock back and forth on the spine until you come all the way up. Maybe now that you have those strong abs from that boat pose, you can do that. Let's go ahead and come to sitting up. Bringing our hands together. Let's rub the hands. Stimulating left and right hemispheres, cultivating that sense of gratitude. Let's bring our palms to the heart center. We close our practice with Namaste. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. And breathe in again. And with a bow, I invite you to say Namaste.